Hey, sixth period. Missed you guys. Making you a video of our reading for Thursday. It's due on Monday. So you can read it yourself, like by yourself, or you can read it with me on this fantastic video. So we're just reading from the bottom of 82 through 84. So it's only like 2 pages basically. So if you are looking on the PDF or whatever online, it's right here at the bottom of 82. If you remember last time we read, Ellie had the surgery on his foot, and he and his dad got to decide if they were gonna leave with everyone when Buna was evacuated or stay there. And they decided to leave with everyone else, all the other prisoners. And then they found out that, like, if they would have stayed, they would have been freed 2 days later, but they made the wrong choice and they left. So right when we're about to read here, keep in mind, Ellie's had the surgery on his foot like 2 days before. It's winter time and it's snowing, and he can't even get a shoe on his foot. So they're about to leave in those conditions. So I'm starting at the bottom of 82 and I'm gonna read through 84, and that's all we got to do today. So here we go. I did not return to the infirmary. I went straight to my block. My wound had reopened and was bleeding. The snow under my feet turned red. The block test distributed double rations of bread and margarine for the road. We could take as much clothing from the store as we wanted. It was cold. We got into our bunks. The last night in Buna. Once more the last night. The last night at home. The last night in the ghetto. The last night in the cattle car. And now the last night in Buna. How much longer would our lives be lived from one last night to the next? I didn't sleep. Through the frosty window panes, we could see flashes of red. Cannon shots broke the silence of night. How close the Russians were. Between them and us, one night, our last. There was whispering from one bunk to the other. With a little luck, the Russians would be here before the evacuation. Hope was still alive. Someone called out, "Try to sleep. Gather your strength for the journey." It reminded me of my mother's last recommendations in the ghetto, but I couldn't fall asleep. My foot was on fire. In the morning, the camp did not look the same. The prisoners showed up in all kinds of strange garb. It looked like a masquerade. We each had put on several garments, one over the other, to better protect ourselves from the cold. Poor clowns, wider than tall, more dead than alive. Poor creatures, whose ghostly faces peeked out from layers of prisoners' clothes. Poor clowns. I tried to find a very large shoe. In vain. I tore my blanket and wrapped it around my foot. Then I went off to wander through the camp in search of a little more bread and a few potatoes. Some people said we would be going to Czechoslovakia. No to Grossrosen. No to Gliwice. No to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The snow continued to fall heavily. Now the hours were passing quickly. Dusk had fallen. Daylight disappeared into a gray mist. Suddenly the Blockeltest remembered that we had forgotten to clean the block. He commanded 4 prisoners to mop the floor. 1 hour before leaving camp? Why? For whom? For the liberating army, he told us. Let them know that here lived men and not pigs. So we were men after all? The block was clean from top to bottom. At 6 o'clock the bell rang. The death knell, the funeral. The procession was beginning its march. Fall in, quickly. In a few moments we stood in ranks, block by block. Night had fallen. Everything was happening according to plan. The searchlights came on. Hundreds of SS appeared out of the darkness, accompanied by police dogs. The snow continued to fall. The gates of the camp opened. It seemed as though an even darker night was waiting for us on the other side. The first blocks began to march. We waited. We had to await the exodus of the 56 blocks that preceded us. It was very cold. In my pocket, I had 2 pieces of bread. How I would have liked to eat them, but I knew I must not yet. Our turn was coming. Block 53, Block 55, Block 57, forward, march. It snowed, on and on. That was it. What an easy assignment you guys have. Okay, so like on Monday, we'll read some more. So basically, like, that's all you gotta read till Monday. And then I'll make another video for Monday, unless someone else wants to make the video. If you do, let me know. For real, if you're hungry, you should get those free lunches at the gym lobby or the old IGA lot or over by the water tower. Every weekday from 11 to 1, you can go pick up a lunch, and it has breakfast in it too for the next day. And like I told you guys, if you need anything, you should message me on Remind, because I'm your school mom and I'm here to help you. So miss you. Hope everyone's good. See you soon. Bye.